Let's move to our login page. So here we don't have anything. We can copy from our register and paste here inside our login. And here what we need, so we need same thing. So the only difference here, we don't need name. We need only email and password. Here, let's change it to login user instead of register. Also here we set loading to true, and also we need to do something that I did not do here inside the registration component. We need to set also the form validation errors to null when we, so for example, if we have here form validation errors when we submit the form again. So as you can see, so it sets the form validation errors to null again. Okay, let's do the same thing here inside login. And I think we did not do inside our, let's check our add task components. We did not do that here. Let's do that also here. And what else? Updates, so not update task requests, but I think edit, not update, edit task. Same thing here. So we set, if we have the validation errors, we set the validation errors to be null before we submit again. So to remove the previous validation errors. Okay. Now what we have here, we set the loading to true and we send the request to our login route. We send also here the user. And what else we need? We need here so to display the toast message that we have here. This one logged in successfully. And we set the validation errors also here to, if we have the validation errors, we set the form validation errors to the errors we have. If we have something wrong, we can display a message something went wrong while logging to your account. Try again later. And finally, we set the loading to false. Next, let's change it here to login. Here, login user. Here we remove name. We don't need it. So we need only the email and the password. Okay, we did not use the nav link that we have here. We can use this also. We have here div with card body. We can add a div also with the card footer and bg white. And inside we can add link with a class beta-n link. And we can change it to nav link. Can use now the nav link. And here tell the user already, or we can add something. Let's add it outside of the link. Already registered, already registered. Already registered, log in from, and we add here. Let's take a look and see if it is, so as you can see, we have already registered, log in from here, and here we can add login. Change it, let's change it to true. So beta-n, let's do something. Let's remove the beta-n link and use only the text dark. save. And let's give it font weight bold. And margin, I think margin right. Let's see. My margin left, not right. Save. So now it's better. Already registered login from here. Let's make it text danger. Save and see. So login from here. Okay. Already registered login from here. And if we click on our link, we are redirected to the login. We can use now the same thing here. Where is the closing tag for this card body? Let's paste here. We can change the message to new user, create your account from here, and we change it to register. Save. Let's take a look. So I think that nothing changes here. So now it's changed. We have the new user create your account from here. We have already registered login from here. If we submit our form, something went wrong while logging to your account. Try again later. Let's check what is the error. So here we have 500 error message. Login user request doesn't exist. So I think we have created login user request or not. So I think we did not import it. That's all. We did not import it. That is the reason for this error or for this error. Let's check again. Email field is required. Password field is required. So I forgot the user that I have created before. Let's create a user that we can remember. Let's give it a password. Submit. And now we are in the email and password, which is login form. We can use the email and the password. Let's do something. Let's use a wrong password and send our request. So these credentials do not match any of our records, which is the email that we have, or not the email, but the error, the validation error that we are using here. So throw validation exception with messages, and we send, or we use the email to display the message. Now let's use the correct password and submit. And see, something went wrong again. What is the problem? So now no such column tasks user ID. So we did not add the, okay, we can do that now. We did not add the user ID to our tasks. So PHP artisan, make migration. And the migration needs a name. So let's give it name, add user ID to tasks table, and hit enter. And once done, let's move to our database. So here is our migration, and here we need to add let's find tasks. So we need to add foreign ID, which is the user ID. You can here add foreign ID, which is the user ID. And since we have already added some tasks, so if we add the user ID without default value, so we'll get an error. To avoid this, let's give it nullable as default value. But if you do that without add in the tasks, so you can remove the null able. So in our case, just because we have this tasks that we have already added, so if we add the user ID without default value, so we'll get an error. And we can keep the same thing, constraint cascade on deletes. And here on the down or in the down method, we use the table and drop column. And column here is the user ID. So that's all. Okay. So let's do something. Let's now migrate or run the PHP artisan migrate again and see what we have. So as you can see now, we have the user ID. Okay. Let's now let's also add the relationship between task and user. We did not add this relationship inside our user, not user, but inside our task model. We have already added inside our user. So copy and paste. So change here to user and here also to user instead of category. Save. Now we have the relationship. Next, what we need. Now let's try to log in again and see. Let's go back here. We have the email Sam and we have the password. Submit again and logged in successfully. As you can see, if we check our console, so here is our user. He has no tasks. We have here the message logged in successfully, and we have here the access token, which is the access token that we have created. Okay. But here we did not redirect the user. So let's redirect him to the home page, not to the login page. Okay. And now we are logged in and we have the user, which is this one. And if we refresh our page here, so we lose our user. So we don't have anymore our user, as you can see. So we need to save our user so we can display it in our front end. So here inside our navbar. So to do that, we need to use a global state that will hold our user so we can get it from any page or component we want. Okay. And to do that, we will use Redux toolkit. So let's install Redux toolkit and also the other packages we need. So we need the Redux toolkit and we need Redux persist. So I think I have slow network today. It's taking time to show the results.